What's up, guys? Welcome to the debut of Christie Marie Erschen on YouTube.
Thank you.
So today we're going to be doing our top 12 love story films. Sorry to make it some noise in the background. We just wanted to do something outside where it's such a beautiful day. It's actually Memorial Day, so we're both off today, which is rare. So let's get to some honorable mentions, shall we? We'll start with the lovely, the beautiful Christie Marie.
My honorable mention would be Frankie and Johnny, because it has the best song in it, Clarity Loon, and it stars Al Pacino and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Awesome cast. My first up, some people might think it's cheesy, but Just My Luck, starring Lindsay Lohan and Chris Pine, who's one of my favorite actors. I just think that they had a great chemistry together. It was very funny. It's kind of silly and cheesy, but I like it. You're up.
Sweet Home Alabama has Reese Witherspoon in it. Kind of love that brings you back home.
My next honorable mention will be Nights in Rodanthe, starring Richard Gere and Diane Lane, who does a lot of romantic movies. I love the setting of it, such great cinematography and great performances by the two leads. Next up, Christy.
Is Prime. It has Uma Thurman and, a younger man, love story, and about having to let him go because it's best for him.
Next up, mine would be The Proposal, starring Sandra Bullock, who's huge romantic movie person, and she had a great chemistry, I thought, with Ryan Reynolds, and they're both very funny together, and you got Betty White in the film as well, who does a great comedy role. Just a fun movie. Christy?
Fair, because everyone likes a little bit of obsession. Stars Mark Wahlberg, and then was it Reese Witherspoon, right?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, because everyone likes a little crazy.
Yeah, a lot crazy.
Super crazy in that one.
My next honorable mention will be Forrest Gump. I mean, come on, everybody loves this movie.
Absolutely.
And one of the greatest performances by Tom Hanks, for sure. And it's a nice love story, too, as well as being funny and some great drama. There you have it.
Next up for me would be Hope Floats, starring Sandra Bullock and Harry Connick Jr. Two great actors. Definitely Sandra Bullock is one of my top actresses. And, a love story after heartbreak. Who doesn't love that, right? And awesome soundtrack.
Absolutely. Alright, so next up would be another honorable mention, Hitch, with Will Smith, which I just really enjoyed. It's also got Kevin James, and he's very funny in the film. And I like how he's kind of the love doctor, It's a lot of fun.
Next up would be Demi Moore and Gary Oldman. Robert Duvall's in this as well. And it is The Scarlet Letter. I love history.
Definitely a sexy version of that story. Alright, so I'm going to get to my number 12. So it's going to be probably one you don't normally think of as a very romantic movie. The Wrestler. Not only because I love professional wrestling, but two awesome performances by Mickey Rourke and Marissa Tomei, respectively. There's a great love story there, I think. Christy?
Again, with the history, Tristan and Isolde, a love story to change history.
Yeah, that's a true story as well.
Yeah, true story. James Franco, too.
Yeah. So my number 11 will be The Quiet Man, starring John Wayne and, of course, the great Maureen O'Hara, legendary Irish actress, and the film takes place in Ireland, so what's not to love about that?
The Country's Strong, it has Tim McGraw in it, and Gwyneth Paltrow, and a couple upcoming stars that are in it. Garrett, what is his name? Sorry, Hedlund.
Yeah.
Amazing voice, and this soundtrack is one of my ultimate favorites, which is why I ended up putting this on my list. As you know, some of these movies have amazing soundtracks, so.
And performed by the actors themselves. They do such a great job with those songs. Guess what my number 10 is? Country Strong. We actually didn't confer together before we came up with this list. It's kind of a spur of the moment, so yeah. Kind of funny how that worked out. So, Christy, what's your number 9?
Would be The Notebook. Nicholas Sparks is the romantic genius, and there's so many movies of his that you could actually put on this list. But these we kind of just gravitated to things that we could, continuously watch, or something that we just grab for. But definitely an all-time favorite.
Absolutely. Next one for me is going to be Come Early Morning. That's a movie that you don't hear people talk about much, but I thought it was just a powerhouse performance by Ashley Judd, who doesn't always get a lot of credit. But again, I like stories where there's a lost soul, and she's definitely a lost soul in the film that kind of finds comfort and love with this man who she meets at the bar, and he's kind of a country boy, Great story.
I actually don't have it. I know I have it, I just don't have it with me, but Bronx Tale.
Oh.
They go into an interracial relationship. With all my movies, I try to go with a different type of theme, whether it's like, divorce and getting in a relationship again, different things you'll see. But definitely Bronx Tale and their soundtrack is superb.
Great choice. So my next is going to be one of her picks as well, Hope Floats. Believe it or not, I do enjoy that film. We watch it together a lot. That's probably a lot of reason why, but yeah, it's a great, sappy kind of love story, but I like it. And there's some great soundtrack, like Christy said as well. Christy, next up.
Quiet Man. Like, hello. John Wayne and, like, forced to be reckoned with, and yeah, like, hello. Yeah, you get that guy who's kind of that quiet demeanor and, steps up when he has to. He's not, arrogant, but... Yeah.
Awesome choice. See, we got a lot of the same ones.
Yeah.
Next up is one that... it's questionable, I guess, the love story part of it, but The Other Bowling Girl. I absolutely love this movie. And I just love the story of King Henry VIII, and his many wives, and, look what he put the entire country through just to have an extramarital affair with this woman, Anne Boleyn, and it's just an amazing story, and it's an excellent movie.
And then we love that history thing,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, true stories. Next up.
I don't want to give too much away, because even when I went to purchase this, absolutely awesome movie, it was rather hard to find, trying to get it through Best Buy and Barnes & Nobles and all the different types.
Yeah, it's tough.
It was difficult to track down, so I'm not sure how many people are familiar with it. But This Is My Father, starring one of my favorite guys, Aidan Quinn. Also James Cain is in this. And a man who's in search of his father, and turns out he uncovers a story about his parents' love story. I don't want to give it away because it is deeply moving. And if you haven't seen it, this is probably definitely one of my top
There's
six.
a great recommendation by Christie Marie. Alright, my next up is going to be Cold Mountain. Excellent movie with an excellent cast, fantastic acting all the way around by, you got Renee Zellweger, you got Nicole Kidman in there, and of course Jude Law. And I love the story of how he goes through hell in the Civil War, but his main purpose is to get to Nicole Kidman's character once again, to meet up with her, even though he barely knows her, but he knows he loves her and he wants to get back to her. So, great story.
You must have went over me a couple of times, so go again.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Alright, so next I had is A Wonderful Life,
Yes!
which I can't believe Christy didn't
I would have put that on there. I was like, is it a love story? Like, how do people
It's a
define
Christmas
that?
movie, but come on, it's still a
Absolutely.
great love story.
Great story.
How can you forget those great performances by James Stewart? Awesome movie.
And I actually had it on my list, but I didn't bring it out, but no way to prove it.
Oh, you did have it. Alright, so she did have it on her list. We believe her.
What else you got?
Jerry Ma-freaking-Breyer. Show me the money. How can you not? It's an unforgettable movie. I love Tom Cruise's performance. You got a great cast with Cuba Gooding Jr., Renee Zellweger, and just incredibly quotable. I mean, how many great lines are in this film?
What does
You
she
had
say?
me at hello.
You had me at hello,
Yeah.
yes.
So many memorable lines, and it's a great love story. Great chemistry between the two leads. Yeah.
And who wouldn't love a story where somebody stands up in front of an office full of people to profess your love or that you follow them, you know? Great story. What else?
It's kind of a sappy one, but I love it, and it's Steel Magnolias. And it's more of a love story kind of between Sally Field's character and her daughter, as played by Julia Roberts in one of her earliest roles. And yeah, it just gets me every time, that scene when Sally Field's at her funeral and, you know, her daughter just died, and it really gets me when she starts saying, "Why? I just want to know why." You know, it really gets me.
And she's brilliant, Sally Field. She tugs on my heartstrings.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite would be A Room with a View, and actually, somehow, this is probably one of my top. I don't know how often people would know this one as well. It's a great story, though. Check it out.
For sure. So my number 2 is going to be As Good as It Gets, starring the great Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt, both in Oscar-winning performances. You're never going to get a better chemistry, and two phenomenal actors just at the top of their game. And just amazing, quotable, memorable lines left and right, and it's just a great love story between two people who you would never imagine being together. Just happen to meet up, and they've known each other the whole time, but somehow something happens and they come together. And awesome movie.
And I love this movie, Practical Magic, again, Sandra Bullock. Also a great soundtrack. And my man, Aidan Quinn. And the best line in a movie, like, time stopped when you heard it. I wish for you too.
Oh, how can that not tugs at the heartstrings? Love it. Yeah, it's a great movie. We both watch it together all the time. I mean, let me tell you, that this is her Halloween when it comes to movies.
Yes, definitely.
So number 1 for me, my favorite romance movie of all time, Breakfast at Tiffany's. The legendary Audrey Hepburn in her most famous role as an unforgettable character, Holly Golightly. I mean, how can you forget her? Her beautiful style. She's so funny and witty, and again, it's a great story of two lost souls coming together. You know, George Peppard's character, he's a writer, but it's kind of lost his way, and he meets this kind of Holly Golightly is just all over the place. She has no idea what she wants to do in life. She's messing around with these losers, but somehow they come together, and it's just a great story. Awesome story and great movie. I love it.
So, why don't you watch these and let us know what you think, or if you have watched them, give your feedback.
Yeah, if you guys want to, if you like doing a response video, or, you know, just list in the comments below your favorite love story films. And thank you again to the lovely Christie Marie making her YouTube debut.
And thanks for putting up with the traffic, because we had to be outside. Hopefully it didn't mess up the sound too much.
And thanks you guys for joining us. Have a great day, a wonderful Memorial Day, and a great sunshiny day. And we love you guys. Thank you.
Bye.